Hello and welcome to the Motorcycles and Misfits podcast, coming to you from the Recycle Garage in beautiful, sunny Santa Cruz, California.
Balls hot, Santa Cruz, California.
It is lovely
and whatever other
today.
things we have to get hot and sweaty.
Oh, and to introduce who we have here in the room, we have Scottie, who nailed that intro. Bagel.
Hey.
How's the weather in Velveeta, Oregon?
It's pretty nice today, actually. Sunny and reasonably cool.
Yeasty, I think they call it.
And that's, what does Liza say, the tones of Naked Jim.
Hey, what's
by
happening?
that open window.
Yeah, open window's a good place to be. Yeah, cool crew tonight. Stoked to be here. Been a minute.
And we've got Jake 2.0.
Aloha, everyone.
You look so aloha over there, too.
I'm going to a birthday party after this.
That explains why your flavor saver is so tight and clean.
Flavor saver.
Okay.
And running the board, we have Stumpy John.
Hey, everybody. Good to be back in the room, by the way.
Yeah, been a
I
minute.
haven't
is.
seen anybody in a while.
Yeah.
And I'm your host for today, Sofia. Well, Liza's not here.
It's
Yeah.
a much better podcast already. Hi, Liza. We miss you.
We should
Yeah.
note
We miss you.
we should note that
Super
Sophia is
jealous.
hosting from the Classy Girl couch.
Oh, yes, from the Classy Girl Catch. Since Emma's also not here.
With a classy girl leg. Is that a cast? Not a cast. It's a,
Like splint boot thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah. What do you ride, motorcycles or something?
Yeah. Crush them.
All right, so we're back together. We got a one podcast. Liza is at Vintage Motorcycle Days, so I'm sure we'll hear wonderful things from her experience both on the road, setting a world record, and from the weekend up in Ohio. And Emma is headed back from her trips in Europe with Kat.
Yeah, I think she did a couple, right? A couple different
I
tours.
think she did. Yeah, she's supposed
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she's literally like landing or flying right now.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, and Liza, world record. Who'd have thunk? They nailed it too. Stories from the road.
Yeah, she had
Well, Liza and Wendy and Rose. So I think
in
so,
the hospital, Liza.
Yep.
Yeah,
And the bike repairs.
Yeah, crazy times.
yeah. Anyway, cool. Yeah. So who was at the garage today? Who came early?
Was it busy?
It was super slow today.
Mhm.
We had one guy, Igor came by
Mhm.
Okay.
and hung out for a little bit. He had a 1100 CB 1100.
Was it
with a DCT?
Eagle or Eagle?
Yes,
Yes.
Was this bike Abby normal?
it was Abby normal. Yeah,
So what was going on with this CB 1100?
nothing. He just rode down from.
I thought it was a Rebel, but-
Belmont. So from the Bay Area, came over just to hang out with us. He was hoping for the show. Big stuff going on. But it was
First time.
just Charlie,
Just-
Charlie and me,
just-
and Sophia and him.
Awesome.
Mostly injured people.
Psych. Yeah, I came down. It was pretty quiet though. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
anyway,
fine.
It's hot.
It's summertime. It is hot though. I think everybody's out riding.
Yeah. Well, Jake was out riding and banging bars with the locals out
Why
there.
you
What
get in a
happened
fight
to
with
you?
those
I
people?
just heard about this.
Tell us about this.
So silly. Oh my gosh. I'm on my way to the garage on my Vespa, on my 07 GT200 or 218. It's got that Melosi kit, ported and polished, mild little ride for around town. And so it's busy out there. It's a
Bagel's looking approvingly. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
that.
Bagel, you'd be stoked.
Mhm.
Bagel's seen that thing when it was at its worst, and it's humming now. Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'm kind of just cruising through town. There's a lot of traffic, and I'm filtering, and the vehicles closest to the light and the crosswalk are quite close together. So I stop, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can actually waddle through around their rearview mirrors. It'll be fine. As I do that, I mean, there's a kind of a truck, a local work truck to the left. It's got like local company that I recognize. And then there's a gal in a white Honda, or a person in a white Honda on their phone, classic. And as I come around past the rearview mirror and start to position myself in front of their car before the crosswalk, they started going. And yeah.
So it's one of those cars that like leaves a big space, like 10 feet before the stop line.
Yeah.
So there's there's plenty of room.
There
up
was
there,
a
right?
big gap. Yeah.
That's the whole point of filtering.
Whole big gap. Yeah. If they were closer to the crosswalk, I would not have even attempted. I would have just sat there and waited, and found spot later. But so I was like, oh, there's plenty of room, go around. And yeah, right when I waddle around the rearview mirror and I just give it a touch of throttle to kind of get into my position, I think she may have assumed that traffic was then moving and decided to hit her accelerator pedal, thereby connecting her bumper, fender, well, whatever the fuck, to my center stand on the Vespa. And kind of like trapping me and scaring me quite a bit. So I promptly looked back and said, what the fuck? Back the fuck up. And I don't think she really understood. And I just kind of had to wrestle the scooter away from her car.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Kind of.
Wow.
It's like mods versus cagers. What's that called?
Dude,
What's that bagel when you lock
Mods
horns with a
versus
car?
rockers?
I was just so
Well, rockers
shocked.
are bikes, right?
Yeah. It was,
Well, yeah.
it was,
Mods versus cagers.
I'm super stoked. It was like a low speed versus low speed. Because like her, if she was at a high rate of speed or I was at a high rate of speed and we collided, would have been bad. Or if both of us were at high rate of speed, would have been bad. But low speed, right there. And then just, yeah. So yeah, little sketch, but.
So the question is, did it do any damage to your bike?
I have some interesting white paint residue on my center stand. But yeah, nothing else.
Did you give her a car tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
The white paint had to come from somewhere.
Oh, yeah. She's gonna, I mean, when I looked at that thing, because it was kind of, it really was like, she went forward. It put my bike at an angle, and I had to use my right foot, because she was on my left, to stop the bike from falling over. And so to get myself free, I had to actually like exert force. And I think I actually used the throttle a little bit to like get unpinned.
Yeah.
Not like it was bad, but I looked down and I was like, oh, that shit's fucked up. Her paint's fucked.
Yeah.
Can we talk
but I just want to say real quick, do check out the center stand, because those can get bent when a force is applied like that.
By fiberglass bumpers?
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
It's worth checking out. Thanks.
Yeah, take a look and see if it's crooked at all.
Will do.
Can we mention real quick, what is filtering? Is it legal, and why are you doing it?
And what's the difference between lane filtering and lane splitting? Good conversation. So
lane sharing.
Yeah.
So if you're not from California,
in my mind, if I get out of the way and create space for another vehicle, I'm helping the flow of traffic.
Oh, for sure.
So
filtering, as I understand it, is when there's a bunch of stopped cars and one of us on a motorcycle or scooter sort of squeezes in between to get up to the front so that when the light turns green, we're gone.
Yep.
And that is legal here. It might not be everywhere.
well, and it's also one of the nice payoffs for riding a motorcycle, right? So I commute over the hill. We're in Santa Cruz. I go to Silicon Valley every day, and there's the infamous Highway 17, right? 2-lane mountain highway that there's issues on. But then also you get into Silicon Valley where it's like these expressways where there's traffic lights every now and then. And I'm telling you, the difference in being able to filter up to a light. So for example, coming home from work, there's just like kind of a sea of cars like there is right over the hill. And you see it stop, but then you can lane filter, maybe past 20 cars, and there's room, and and there's things, it's good, but there's guidelines, right? There's good ways to lane filter. There's good ways to lane split. There's bad ways. So that's lane filtering is like filtering up to a light, but lane splitting. How would you define that? Or who knows the rules around lane splitting?
Well, I think that's a different thing, and I don't want to spend too much time on it. But I think it's worth mentioning that what Jake was doing is legal filtering, and it's widely accepted and very safe.
Splitting is at speed.
It's when you're moving. Yeah.
And it's kind of cool around here because I commute most days over the hill, and most drivers I find, if they see you and they're cognizant, they typically move out of the way. Mm-hmm. I've only had one instance where I had a woman try to hit me, and it was very similar to yours. I was coming up to a red light, and she was like, no, you're not going to do it. And she just jammed over into me. I'm like, holy shit, and almost fell. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it out okay.
Thank you. Yeah, pretty exciting. Pretty exciting stuff.
And then anyway, it's been trip-wise. Who's been on trips? You did your trip around you did your trip. Should we jump into that right now?
I mean, sure, yeah.
What do you think, Sophie?
Yeah, let's hear about it.
Well,
I only heard like a few sentences.
Oh, yeah, no. Well,
past few weeks.
We were chatting. There was a thread going around about, hey, we should go to Vietnam. We should go on a tour. We should go on something, get rad, go do something silly in a different country. And I was kind of thinking, California's pretty good. Like, we've got it all.
We do have it all.
And it's not like you haven't been around. You did ride the monkey bike through Mongolia.
Yeah, and I've been around California,
Mm-hmm.
right? I've been a lot of places in our state. And I was like, I should ride around California. And then I thought, I should really ride around California.
like circle it?
Around the perimeter.
Yeah, so that's what I did. Yeah, I rode the perimeter of the state line.
Do you start by just getting a big pin out on a map and I'm going to draw a circle around it and see what roads I get close to?
Well,
Did you decide counterclockwise or clockwise?
Oh, that's such an interesting question. And I know what I did and sort of why it worked out that way for me. Mm-hmm. What would you do? Would you do clockwise, counterclockwise, and why?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd go counter because then you come back down the coast.
Mm-hmm.
It's downhill that way too. North to south is downhill.
Well, counter. I would do counter because you would get the mountains last, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather get the flatter stuff off the map first and then hit the mountains and the curvy roads.
How about you, Bagel?
Well, that is a really good question. I might have to do it one way and then do it the other way too.
If you were doing it around your state, if you were doing a loop of the state line of Oregon, would one way make more sense than another?
I mean, you could really do either way. And I've kind of done that to some degree in various vehicles, but you could have a really nice trip doing that actually.
Yeah. So I went counterclockwise. So I could go south through like the LA, Orange County, San Diego stuff.
You have family there.
Oh, so you went way down south. You went all the way to San Diego-ish?
Dude, I went to Mexico. I followed the state line.
La chingazo. Okay.
Yeah. So I ended up going south, and really everything from Santa Barbara to Mexico is just a traffic jam.
I know you typically like to get a little off the beaten path, but are there just some areas like down in Southern California where you just kind of got to slab it, so to speak?
Oh, yeah. So I made up my mind that I was going to take whatever road or trail was closest to the state line and try to make a route out of this.
So did you hug the coastline as best you could?
Yeah.
Highway 1?
PCH or Highway 1, or even some cases there's like a residential street or something that goes closer to the ocean.
Okay.
So I took all of that bullshit, and it's just traffic.
And what were you riding? I heard rumors you were going to ride a mini bike, but
I wanted to. I couldn't get it together. I did it on my 701 Enduro.
Oh, good choice.
Is it?
Is it better than the Honda 650?
I thought you were going to do it on the Honda Passport, so that seems like a good choice in comparison to that.
Anyhow, so I ended up doing it on a dual sport.
How long did it take? Because you had a time.
Yeah, well, I had a time. My family went on vacation, so I did this. My wife and daughter went to Hawaii, and I went to California. Yeah, so it was.
So you went all the way down to TJ?
Well, yeah. So I went down the coast, and I tried to go to the Friendship Park where it has the teeter-totter through the thing, but it's all blocked off by Border Patrol.
Yeah,
you can't go there anymore.
I was literally just there.
Yeah.
Well, El Centro's a beautiful spot,
I got to visit. Yeah, and then I cut across like the El Centro, Mexicali.
Dude, it's a bit lonely out by El Centro.
Yeah, there's not a lot out there. I mean, past El Centro even, there's less.
Yeah, because you go by Anza Borrego? Do you go by Anza Borrego, Ocotillo Wells?
Way further north.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you went all the way down to Yuma?
And I went to Yuma, and then I followed the Colorado River north until the state line splits off, and then I kind of cut out through the desert, and then kind of up and through Death Valley. And then
this was when, like last month?
Yeah.
Oh, so
how hot was it?
Yeah.
It was super fucking hot.
I got questions, right? I got questions.
Super hot.
Yeah. So I know you do miles, right? You are not shy about putting miles on the bike. So where did you start the trip to begin with? Santa Cruz, I assume.
I started home, yeah.
And then where did you stop? Because I know you kind of ham and egg the nice trip to visit people. And
yeah. So I went and ended up spending a night with my mom in Ventura, and spent a night with some friends in San Diego, and then after that I was out like in like Needles.
Oh wow!
And
that's where Snoopy's cousin's from, right?
Is that so?
I think so.
SMWPWZ?
Uh-huh.
For shizzle.
And that was neat because I camped right by the river. And that was really beautiful.
Oh, cool.
So I had a camping gear with me. And then I stayed at Hector's place.
Right on.
And I stayed in a motel.
Hector's place, actually. I know Hector. He seems like a wayward stop on the wagon trail. Like if you got to make it out to Hector's out there in Carson City, watch out for the Native Americans and whatever else.
Yeah. If you don't get diphtheria on your way there.
Yeah, true.
Or dysentery. Yeah.
He may actually live close to the old trail.
Any number of the Oregon Trail maladies.
Yeah.
could befall you on that one.
You could, absolutely. Yeah, so big dual sport road, and then onwards up to the Oregon border and cutting across.
Oh, you went up to Alturas and that whole area?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a long way.
It's a long way.
Wow.
So 2,600 miles total. It took 6 days.
That's crazy.
What's that? So how did you stay cool riding through the desert? I'm curious to talk to Liza and Wendy about the same thing, but because it's hot, right?
Oh, and yeah, there's one really, and this is a pretty well-known secret, is I got really hot and I sweat.
We're sitting together right now in one of the hottest days of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, no. I mean, we sweat for a reason, right?
It's kind of hot. I don't know. These guys, sexy, but anyway, keep going.
Hey. I didn't stay cool. I got hot and sweaty and miserable and hydrated, and it was fine.
Yeah. Well, it's motorcycling.
How about the bike?
The bike did pretty good. I had road tires on.
Oh, yeah. So 701 Thumper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, they were like road-ish tires, adventure bike tires, right?
No windscreen.
No.
I know. Silly question. Silly question.
Scott,
Scottie and I did do a trip.
Scottie would take it off.
Break it down. What tires, Scottie?
Scottie and I did do a mini version of this one time when you rode the Honda 650L.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was fun. There's a Bridgestone Adventure Trail something. It was a good tire, but when I was coming up past Needles area, and just all that highway, and these were not new. I rode them to Oregon last year. I'd put some miles on these things. The rear was just disintegrating way faster than I realized it would.
Oh.
So I mailed a tire. I bought a tire on the internet and had it mailed to Hector's house.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's
so that when I got there, I was like, "Hey, dude, how's it going? Could change a tire in your garage?"
Harry.
And if you can do it at anybody's house, he's one of the people's house.
Yeah, he's got a Rabaconda. It was super easy.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Hung out in the garage and changed a tire.
So how do you spend the time in your head? Do you listen to music, a book, or are you just in your head? Because you're a thoughtful person. That's why I asked the question.
I think all three is the magic for myself.
Yeah.
Podcasts, audiobooks, music, and just turning it off. Because anything gets old after a while.
Yeah. Okay, then here's because I got a lot of questions. Because I drove out to Fallon and back. It was 6 hours over the Sierras. Nothing like you did, but a few questions.
Okay.
How are you accessing your music, right? Like right now I got a comm system and it's just on my phone. I don't have a phone mount because I worry about vibration or whatever.
Yeah, same.
Paranoid. So how do you access your music, your podcasts?
I've got a Cardo.
Okay.
And I turn something. I like not having all the screens and technology looking at me while I'm writing.
Distracting you. Yeah.
So I put it on and I put it in my pocket and I change it. If I want to change it, I have to wait till I stop for fuel or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I do the same thing. I get to go and put it in my pocket because, there's so many other, a lot of ways to skin the cat, but I like the idea of not having a screen calling your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's the other thing. I get swampy ass and my butt hurts after 6 hours. What does anybody have any
day-to-day life, or is this a motorcycle?
Good question. Kind of, if you see me squirming here, now you know. No, I exaggerate a little bit.
That's that squishy noise you hear.
But no, after 6 hours, I was riding, from Nevada, and it was wicked hot through the valley and all that, the Central Valley. But what are people's top tips on? I'm going down a tangent here.
Oh yeah.
But for comfortable distance riding, I guess I would ask Liza and Wendy, except they're beyond.
Well, yeah, dude. I think
for normal people.
I don't know where I heard it, but yeah, there may be some products you could look into. They might not be tailored to your gender or this purpose, but they might work with a little baby powder and frequent few-hour changings.
I think it'd be like baby powder and a gummy. No, just kidding.
May I offer my experience in the subject?
Yes, that's true. You are the resident expert.
Baby powder, talcum powder, I would stay away from those. Those tend to get just, get wet and slimy over time.
They make a chalky paste.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Cakey comes to mind.
Yeah, but one thing that
sourdough starter
I found did work actually fairly well is a thing that bicyclists use that's called chamois butter, which is a lotion that you apply to your rear end before you get dressed, and that helps lubricate the skin so that it doesn't bind on your clothing and irritate you. That's one thing I found that's helped a lot for long distance riding. Another thing is AirHawk seat cushions, and which we've talked about before.
Yeah,
they equalize the pressure on your body as evenly as possible while you're riding, and that dramatically cuts down on the level of fatigue that you feel. Because if you have a sore ass, you're not going to feel good.
Everything sucks.
Uncomfortable riding is not fun riding. But the obvious question, Bagel, people are asking is the butter food grade?
I do not believe that it is. You don't want to put that on your toast.
Don't eat it.
Well, don't try it. I mean, unless you're in a pinch.
Basically.
I mean, it's got lanolin. It might. I suppose you might be able to eat it, but.
I wasn't really thinking about toast, but anyway, next topic.
But yeah, I think Bagel is on the right track because I use something that's also made for cycling.
Okay,
which is a chamois.
I've heard of chamois shorts for cycling.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm curious about this. Tell me
like
more.
A chamois, like the way you used to.
Well, no,
dry your car.
Like that's seen on TV.
It used to be actually made of chamois, but no, they're all synthetic now. It's a little padded shorts thing, and any bicycle shorts, cycling shorts.
I have heard about these things.
Yeah. And it's a synthetic situation. And I think the real key with this, and there's also versions of this made by like Fox. They're made for motocrossing now also.
Oh, okay.
The key is that you do not wear underpants under them.
I would assume they are underpants.
They are underpants, but that's the easy thing to screw up because the chamois is made to sit right up against your skin.
Okay.
And it kind of stays on your skin. So that any movement or friction is happening away from your skin, inside the chamois itself.
Okay, so that's the magic.
Yeah, between the shorts and the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and another option too is wicking underwear, where the material in the underwear draws moisture away from your skin, so you don't get that that sticky feeling after a long day in the saddle.
Which is something else a chamois does.
Yeah, Wicca, is that like the modern day witch?
Yes.
Wicca underwear?
Mm-hmm.
I want some of that. No, thank you, though, because this is, anyway, after riding 6 hours through very hot weather. I'm curious about such things.
One of the most popular things, certainly made for motorcycling industry, is the AirHawk.
The AirHawk, yeah. I've sat on Liza's before. It feels kind of like you're sitting in a diaper. That's just me, though. It's a squishy thing.
I think
it's a little squishy, yeah.
Yeah.
But we digress. So after you left,
if it's set correctly, though, you're basically just hovering over the seat. Like you can actually feel the seat kind of contact you a little bit as you move, but not a lot of pressure.
I am ready to step into it for sure. So after you left the land of how do you ride in hot weather?
Oh yeah.
Anyway. So after Hector's house.
After Hector's house, it was then up north to like Alturas, through some like dry lake basins, because I was trying to stay as close to the border as I could. So I was like bouncing back and forth over the border.
I'm trying to picture how close to Alturas is Oregon.
It's
kind of right there.
Right there.
Is it okay? Is it green up there?
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I know people that go hunting up there a lot.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous up there. Okay. And there's some kind of Air Force base up there, and a bunch of these dry lake beds, which were like just absolutely the most cocoa powder silt. I fell a bunch of times.
Did you? Okay, you went over. Yeah,
because I still had a road front tire.
Oh, and silt.
Like a
D6. John's a fan of silt.
Yeah,
love silt.
That was one of the gnarliest crashes I ever saw you take.
Yeah.
Oh, which one was that?
Silt in Johnson Valley.
The one we all watched.
We had the silty one in that deep track, and then we also had the other one by the road where you kind of off.
That's the one I'm thinking about.
I know. Yeah,
and that was a rough one.
That was. I thought you were dead. I'm like, oh, dude, but you weren't. You got up and you rode.
Yep.
Yeah. So then I was coming across the Oregon-California border, and in 2 successive gas stations, I saw something that made me change my plan, which was that, they were like, these are small town gas stations, right? There's not a lot going on. So they've got the bulletin board up It's a hot day, so I was getting off and going in to get water or Gatorade, wherever. And 2 successive gas stations, I saw the bulletin boards had a big, like, pretty large poster recruiting for the State of Jefferson Proud Boys.
Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
And I thought, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be out on these mountain tracks alone.
Right.
So I, from there, just boogied all the way home.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, so you didn't go over to the coast?
I didn't make it through Klamath National Forest for the coast.
Right.
I figured I can probably talk somebody into doing that because that's like the prettiest part of the whole ride.
Yeah, you could talk me into that.
Yeah.
I know this isn't a political podcast, but it's going to be. If you're a Proud Boy fan, then fuck you, eat a dick, punch Nazis in the face.
Yeah.
This is America.
Yeah, so I just didn't feel safe.
Because you see that sometimes when you get out in rural America, and anyway.
Yeah.
Nazi punks, fuck off.
Didn't want to be there by myself.
Yeah.
So
as you came back to the land of freedom this way, where you can do everything we want as long as you don't hurt anybody, much freedom here in Santa Cruz. Anyway, so did you go across the Oregon border, so to speak, to was that the Lost Coast up there, John?
No, I didn't make it that far. I just came, and then I was just boogieing
Did you
down.
pick up 5 and just come down 5?
I got to 5 and it was like, fuck that.
Yeah, through Wairika, that whole thing.
Yep. And that's a freaking hell of a haul to get home, too.
It is. On a thumper.
There's so many bugs.
Apart from the tire, bike did great.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So how many miles total?
2,400 and something.
Wow.
And how many hours were you riding for that last day?
All of them.
Oh, like 24 hours riding?
No. The last day I was from somewhere north of Hector's house to all the way home.
If you're going to pick sections like a BDR, but it's a Scottie Badar,
I would say...
What sections were your favorite?
I would say this is one of the stupidest conceits that I've come up with for organizing a ride, and it doesn't make sense, and I wouldn't repeat it.
Wow.
Alrighty then.
You come up with ideas, and you're like, oh, that'll be fun, that'll be interesting, right? And go this place and do these things, and just following the political boundaries of something that's pretty arbitrary. Like following the Colorado River. That part of the state, gorgeous. Following the coast, if you're going to do that, and you're not, you don't care about getting stuck in traffic for all day, every day, fine, do that. But that's not much of our state border.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put you on the
trying to trace a straight line. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put you on the spot. If you took away the political boundaries and you just said, I'm going to say, so we have some parameters, geographical considerations. What would your loop look like, say, not west of the Mississippi, but if you included what's down there, Arizona, Nevada, not as far as Utah, because Utah just opens up a whole nother door. But if you were to be more flexible geographically, where might 395 corridor, would you go deeper into Nevada? That kind of thing.
I think that gets really interesting question because it's something I've thought of tracing 395 from its southern terminus used to be all the way in San Diego.
Oh, did it? Because I think of it terminating in the town of Mojave. Or I think
it's Hesperia now.
Yeah, okay.
But it used to start and it depends on which way you're going, downtown San Diego.
Really?
Okay.
Know that.
I didn't know that.
So I was thinking that'd be kind of interesting to trace it all the way from there to the Canadian border.
Oh, it goes that far?
Yeah.
It sounds like something you would do.
So that would be kind of interesting, right?
But on a Honda Passport.
That would be pretty cool. Or tracing the waterways, right?
Oh, we talked about it too. The ride I want to do is do all the passes from the Mojave up all the way up as far up you can go.
Yeah, crisscrossing the Sierras.
Yes, yeah, just keep bouncing back to 395.
Yeah, that's a really attractive thing. But the idea, I was thinking of I should trace the Colorado River.
Where does that go?
Well, from the Salton Sea.
Oh,
right.
Okay,
or at one point the Sea of Cortez. Sea of Cortez, Salton Sea, all the way up to, I don't know where it ends.
Salt Lake City, I think, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Interesting, yeah.
But I can go find out.
Well,
right?
You could follow the mountains up that way.
And that's a crazy historical, geological thing, that river, right?
Find the springs.
And you can obviously do it.
Sophie's got some springs.
That would be a challenge to find because there would be a lot of different springs. That would.
Yeah.
So there's years ago, somebody gave me a book. They were cleaning stuff out, and old book. It was called Colorado River. I mean, things falling apart. It had the library card in it. Remember, they used to stamp it. But I was like, I remember that when I was a kid. But like, I looked in there and the last date was like in the 60s.
Wow.
That book was fucking old. And it chronicled the boats getting pulled from the Sea of Cortez, on the between Maine and Baja Mex.
Yeah, because that was a proper waterway.
And they were yanking the Spaniards up through the Colorado River, and they were talking about the locals and how they made tortillas and then figuring all that shit out. Yeah, pretty fucking wild. Yeah,
I think,
rich history.
It's super interesting, and I know people have done it downstream, right, in a boat. But if I'm on a motorcycle, I go the other direction. Kind of interesting.
Right up the river.
So you like doing rides for the challenge of it? It seems like.
I mean,
good question. Why?
What do any of us travel for?
The why?
You travel.
I have a suggestion, Scotty.
Oh, lay it on me.
All right. So, as you mentioned that it's much more interesting to ride natural boundaries than political boundaries.
Yep.
You could ride down the coast, all the way down to Baja, Mexico, come back up the Sea of Cortez, and then take the Colorado River up from there. And when the Colorado River branches off from the Green River, take the Green River up all the way up to Idaho, and then take that up through Idaho to the Columbia River, and then take that back over to the coast and all the way back down.
Yeah, that's a really fun idea.
That'd be a long trip, but it would be beautiful, I bet.
It sure would be. Yeah, it's fun. And we'll get into it, I think, a little later when we talk about some of the things that are coming up. Yeah. Right. It's so fun to dream about this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else on the horizon?
Yeah, are we getting there? Yeah, I've got
I don't know. I think we might
There's
be.
Tons of fun shit going on.
Yeah, let's talk about what's coming up.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
What do you have coming up, Jim?
I don't have anything coming up.
Yeah, but it's almost August, which means desert season's coming.
Desert season's coming. Well, we have to recognize Liza, right? Liza, I think, just completed a world record.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got to see the signed document. So kudos there. And Wendy and Rose, I think.
Yep.
And they're at AMA Vintage Days.
Yeah. Fuck you guys.
And I know, right?
Exactly.
Why aren't you there, Jake?
Yeah, Jake, why aren't you there?
Do you have a life and
you look like you're just made for that.
I said I wasn't going to cry.
No. Yeah.
So
we were there.
Anyway.
What was that, 2 years ago, Bagel?
Yeah, I think so.
You, John, and I were there. I know. Yeah. I think about it every year. It fucking breaks my heart.
We all do. Oh my God.
I wish I could be there.
Yeah.
I just love the fact Wendy just eats it up. Every time I see a picture, like usually it's Liza or something.
Yeah.
Wendy Crockett's in the background, like having the time of her life.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's hard not to.
Yeah. I might become physically sick if I don't go next year. I've missed. My first trip was with John, Bagel, Liza, everybody that's there. Next year, it's on. I got to do it.
I was telling a story yesterday about it where they had the hot dog hanging thing, and the hot dog and you bite it, except there's a steel cable, and this hillbilly was doing a wheelie on his two-stroke and got clotheslined by the steel cable.
I remember that.
Dear God.
I remember that.
Oh, it's awesome. The bike goes launching off to the side. He's on his back, hops up. There's blood coming from his torn ear. And he's like, cool, picks up his bike, hops back on it, rides off on a wheelie. You're like, that's AMA Vintage Days.
That's fucking terrifying.
So shout out to Phil and company.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what's happening?
Well, I've got a lot of stuff on the calendar that I'm excited for. The next thing for me is a few weeks out, August 22nd to 23rd. I'm going to the Dream Roll up in Shelton, Washington.
Ooh, that looks like a hoot.
Tell us about that. What is it?
It's an all-women's motorcycle camp out sort of thing. I went last year for the first time. It was such a blast. It was so fun.
Like what, 8 years, 10 years? How long has it been?
This is their 10th one.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is going to be their 10th one.
Looks like a lot of kiddie pool action.
Yeah, but there's a lake and...
Yeah, no, it looks beautiful.
Is Liza going there?
Not that I'm aware of. That would be super fun, though.
Seems like a good place for women riders.
It looks like a hoot.
It is. And there's women that come from all over the country to go out there. It's such a rad event and such a great community of people.
That's fun.
I am not able to make it, but that's August 22nd, 23rd. August 22nd to 27th is when a bunch of rad people are going out to Bonneville.
Yep.
Ooh, nice.
Motorcycle Speed Week?
Motorcycle Speed Week out of the Bonneville Salt Flats, and Liza is hosting the welcome and hospitality situation out there.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would say, because I went there last year, right? And
you went during Speed Week?
Yeah, me and Liza went to Motorcycle Speed Week with Aaron and all them.
Oh, you guys trailer something else?
Michelle. We trailered this dude's bike out. That was
the BMW we had from like
the Pirate. Yeah. And I would say it's a bucket list item, and you should definitely go. And when you go, this would be a great chance because you'll be with Liza, and if you've ever traveled with her somewhere. It's like you just have inside access to literally everything.
It's true.
Like you meet everybody, you go talk to everybody, you know the organized. By the end of the thing, you're like part of the family. So if you're looking for something to do, going with Liza to the Bonneville Speed. So it's Motorcycle Speed Week, not the big speed, the other Speed Week.
Yeah, so
do it.
Find your way out to Motorcycle Speed Week, August 22nd to 27th. And then a new one that Hector brought to us.
I've been watching this from the sidelines a bit.
That I'm excited for, and a bunch of us are signed up for it now, is the Ride Reno 200.
All right, so what's the skinny on this one?
So this one is September 17th.
Okay.
And we don't know what we're doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, in life, right? But also here, this is some kind of a dual sport event.
It looks kind of funky. It's just like it's a dual sport ride. There's some hard parts.
Yeah, and then
where does it start and stop from?
At Donner Ski Ranch.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Ooh. Because they call it the Reno 200, but Donner is
that's a long way from Reno.
They're calling it the Ride Reno 200. It doesn't appear to go anywhere near Reno.
Just have a good time, 200.
But whatever.
Well, I mean, how far is Reno from Truckee?
Oh, it's 30, 40
It's a good
miles.
poke on a dirt bike.
Okay,
it's a good poke. But we were camping there. Oh, it was me, Breaking Away Matt and Godzilla Craigzilla, at French Meadows Reservoir, which is just west of Lake Tahoe, up at about 5,000 or 6,000 feet. And we rode one day from there to Donner Ski Ranch. It was during the hard enduro they do there.
And that's part of the BDR route too.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. Oh, and it's a cool. So there's a lot of cool riding up there. So I bet that'll be. And you're up. Donner Ski Ranch has got to be like 7,000 or 8,000 feet.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
It's going to be gorgeous.
So it's a little mysterious.
Yeah, it's some kind of a dual sport event. It appears to be 200 miles, just in the name, I'm guessing. And
200 minutes.
Up there, sometimes 2 miles can be a long way.
But that's happening September 12th.
Beautiful time of year.
Yeah, so super excited for that.
I guarantee hail.
Another event that's on the calendar, but I'm not going to, is the Bishop Dual Sport. Which is
Bishop?
Yeah, it's the weekend right after that.
Ooh,
up in Lone Pine.
Well, it's in Bishop.
That area,
yeah.
Really?
395.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
We've mentioned this before, but the 395 corridor we refer to, it's a north-south highway or freeway, whatever, that runs, from my recollection, is like kind of from Mojave, which is the very bottom of the southern Sierra Mountains, and then runs all the way north to, I don't know, does it go to...
Well, we were talking about this like 10 minutes ago, right?
Yeah, but it's one of the most scenic. It's one of the most scenic corridors ever. If you ever look at Ansel Adams, like Ansel Adams photography, it's like it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
Yeah, from that section there that we always think of, from like the Mojave Desert up through the Owens Valley, and then through the Walker River Valley, and it takes you right down into Carson.
Yeah.
Anyway, absolutely gorgeous, giant mountains on both sides.
Bishop.
The Bishop Dual Sport ride's coming up. And then I'm heading to Babes Ride Out.
Oh, that's
up in Oregon, which is going to be super fun.
Cool. When is that? Late
That's September 25th to 27th.
Another camping gig, right?
Another camping gig. Just go and camp out for the weekend and go home.
What is mandatory equipment to bring other than your motorcycle and a helmet?
Bikini bottoms.
I was going to say, like an inflatable giant sprinkled donut or something. Like,
yeah, bikini bottoms are required.
Maybe bubble machine.
Bikini tops are optional. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good time. And then October 3rd and 4th. And I think you signed up for this one too, right, Jim?
I don't know.
The Stewards of the Sierra National Forest Dual Sport Ride.
But I saw that one too. Is that back up at where we were?
No, this one's further south. I forget exactly where.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me see. We're putting the fall calendar together now.
So that's coming up. And then we have the Vampires Day of the Dead ride on November 1st, with their mystery meat barbecue situation.
Mm-hmm. I've not been to one of those in a while.
This is where they grill some kind of an exotic animal.
Yes.
And then try to guess what it is.
Tastes like chicken.
Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then the first weekend in November, Babes in the Dirt.
That's down south?
Johnson Valley.
Is it really?
Yeah,
It's done for a few years now, right?
Based out of Lasertown.
Oh, so down by King of the Hammer area.
Yeah, down that way.
Oh, bitchin'. Have you done that before?
No, I'm excited to, though.
Dude, that'll be really fun. It looks like they throw a great party.
Yeah, they do.
And the writing, obviously.
And then, I mean, the big marquee event of my year last year that I'm looking forward to again is the LA to Barstow to Vegas.
You can do it again?
Fuck yeah.
So day after Thanksgiving.
Yep.
How many miles of whoops between LA to Barstow?
All of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm super excited to do that ride again. That was such a great time.
What was so attractive about that? Just the whole like nostalgia or the actual?
I think I think it's gonna be a lot different if I'm not riding with two people on inappropriate bikes this year.
Yeah, weren't you guys like representing 90% of the adventure bikes out there?
Yeah, Hector and Charlie
3 bikes.
were representing 90% of the adventure bikes out there on both of them. Yeah, I was on my 701 Enduro. I was on a reasonable bike, I think. But I think the attractive thing was that there's a huge amount of moderately technical riding on a route that's been arranged for you. And so follow the route, and we're going to take you on a good time. But
I mean, it's iconic, right?
It's and they change the route every year.
How long do you think if you were riding it at kind of your pace but leisurely? Because I know you have a good pace.
And not stopping for broken ADV bikes.
That's what I was trying to say nicely. Yeah. How long do you think each leg would take you?
6 hours.
Okay, so solid day of riding.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It's on my bucket list.
Yeah.
Just the day after Thanksgiving, you got to kind of line that up.
You got to figure out how to,
Bagel, grab the Heinkel. Let's do it. I'll bring the Vespa.
How hard can it be?
The intrepid Heinkel.
Where do you stay?
We get a couple 2x4s to go over the rocks so we don't fuck our shit up too bad.
Yeah.
Says the guy that's battling cars.
There.
Oh my God. Where do you stay the night before? Like down there?
They are pretty loose with the definition of Los Angeles.
Oh.
They start and finish in Palmdale.
Oh, okay.
Gross.
Okay.
Gross. Yeah, so start in Palmdale, and you stay at a hotel out there.
That's just so it's easy to stock up on meth.
Yeah. And then a hotel in Palmdale. So it's not a lightweight dual sport situation. It's a dual sport. No, it's not a lightweight ADV situation. It's a dual sport from hotel to hotel situation.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Well, that's a busy fall.
It's a lot happening. I'm stoked that, then we'll be into desert season after that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Stoked.
Well, the other thing we're going to talk about tonight, because our hostess with the mostest hanging out over there is Sofia. And you've been on the podcast before.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah.
Times.
You're definitely a misfit.
Okay, I'm glad to hear.
Yeah. You've got a red headset cord. You've got a broken foot.
Yeah, got the broken foot. So probably won't be making it to a lot of those events.
And a smile. So, but we thought it'd be fun to talk about because you just kind of popped up here one day, not so long ago. And it's kind of fun to hear people's,
And she's leaving us.
I know.
Yeah, I'm moving out of
Santa
Santa Cruz. But
sadness.
But it's nice. You're not one of those people like, I started riding when I was 3 years old or my grandfather's, whatever. And so we thought it'd be fun to talk about like your introduction to motorcycling and
where'd
your
you
journey.
come from? How'd you get here?
Yeah. We want to know the why. Anyway.
Yeah, so I was introduced to the Recycle Garage from Micah, who taught my CMPS. I don't remember what the acronym for the course is, but it's pretty much everywhere else, the MSF course. And so, after like the end of the class, I was just like asking Micah, where does one get gear? And she was like, you just go to the Recycle Garage and they give you all the free gear. So
and we were like, wait, what?
That's what I did.
Can we back up though?
Mm-hmm.
How did you find your way into motorcycling?
I had some friends who were into it and were like, yeah, you should do it. And I was like, I don't know, I've crashed my bicycle. So I took a year of just riding my bicycle like around town on the streets and stuff just to get see can I get comfortable with these cars riding with me? Because that for me was I feel like the scariest part of motorcycling.
So you actually prepared to ride a motorcycle by bicycling around town?
A little bit. I was gonna bicycle around town
Okay, all right.
Like it was like, okay, I'll bicycle around town instead of just riding on the paths, bike paths and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you can see it through the lens of being on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
That's really thoughtful. Yeah.
And so, yeah, I did that for a year, and then I moved to Santa Cruz as a student for UC Santa Cruz, and the parking on campus was terrible. So I was like, you know what? The class is only 15 minutes away. So I'll go take the class. And my excuse for myself was, the parking was like right outside the building versus a 25-minute walk from the parking lot to class.
You've never been around motorcycles, right? Nobody's ridden in your family, or?
Yeah, no one in my family. I had ridden on the back of a friend's bike once before sitting on the bike for the class with that Cabrillo, yeah.
Does your family know you ride motorcycles now?
Yes, they know now. I told them at the
Did they break
the
your
beginning
leg?
of last summer. No, I broke my leg. Neil mentioned this last time, but at Hollister Hills. And I told my mom that I broke my leg, and she was like, yeah, maybe you should sell your motorcycle. That way I could bring back my bookshelves instead. And you could buy another one later once you healed up. And I'm just like, looked at my bike. I was trying to fix a few things, so it was in a bunch of pieces. And it was like less than 2 weeks, and also have to get the bike back together.
That sounds so misfitty, I just got to say.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult, I realized, to work on the bike, both with crutches, and then also without the supervision of another people. Like, when I, like, accidentally, like, can't figure something out, to just be able to ask is so nice. And I was texting Scottie, like, the whole time, but still, it's not the same without all the tools and stuff, so really lucky to have this place.
But you've done this blows me away. I'm super impressed by this, because I think my parking situation would be better if I was on a motorcycle.
It was an excuse for myself, mostly, yeah.
Taking the class with no previous experience, passing the class, getting a motorcycle, and then, like, here we are, 2.5 years later or something?
A year and a half.
A year and a half later.
18 months.
And you're regularly shredding the daylights out of your little dual sport on some pretty epic trails.
I don't know if regularly, but I guess it was like I did 3 trips-ish. Because the other 2 times I did it was just a dirt lot for taking a class. But yeah, it was 3 trips, and they were like spaced like a month apart.
So what was your first motorcycle that you bought?
I bought the one from Craig, but it didn't have a license plate. So I sold that one and got a different. Actually, I bought the dual sport before I sold that one.
And what's the dual sport bike?
The KLX 250.
So Kawasaki KLX 250. Yep. What year is it?
I still have that one.
What year is it?
2018.
Oh, right on.
So, yeah.
And you have rode the crap out of that thing.
I have broken and had to repair a lot of things.
So how was it?
4 turn signals.
Yeah. Yep. How was it riding street? And then talk about, like, your transition from street riding to dirt.
Well, riding street, I feel like I really rode for the longest time the same routes. Like, I rode to school, rode home, I rode to the garage, I rode home, and that was like it for a very long time. Maybe the parking lot to practice with a friend once or twice. And then that was the nice thing about the garage too, is it's also like people to go riding with. And so a bunch of you guys took us on a bunch of West Cliff rides. So that was nice to ride with, like, enjoying the ride rather than just getting places. And then also Charlie took me and went with a bunch of other people just like on Empire Grade and a bit of Highway 1 and all that. So I feel like for me, it was good practice, mostly because, like, for commuting, it was like a lot of hills and stop signs. So it was at the beginning stalling like every day and probably tipping over in the parking lot like once a week. So I definitely needed the extra encouragement to come to the garage and just be like, ask everyone all my questions for how to do this, I probably would have like switched to a scooter or something a lot sooner if that wasn't the case.
But what a great like bike to like start out on, a dual sport where you can drop it and all the beat it up a little bit.
Decide to buy a bike that I could drop is like I got the one from Craig and dropped it like not even I stalled it and dropped it like the first thing I did.
What model was that? Do you remember?
CBR 250R. It was from the training school.
All right.
Yeah. So it had been beaten up quite a bit by then. But.
And like, what possessed you to start riding dirt bike stuff?
In my head, it didn't really like feel this way when I actually started riding dirt bike stuff. But I was like, I want a mountain bike and I want a motorcycle, and this seemed like the in between. And it definitely was way more difficult than mountain biking because I've only done mountain biking like on beginner trails like 4 times, so not anything crazy, but it was way more difficult. Just more controls, I feel like, in some ways, just like learning the throttle and all that and standing with your feet next to each other on pegs instead of like on large pedals with your one foot in front and back.
Well, mountain biking's dangerous. Stay away from that.
That's it. Yeah. Keep hearing. And now after learning about all the motorcycle gear that we have and wear, it's like, yeah, the mountain bikes is just like not a lot of times not even a full face helmet.
Right. So do you feel like your dirt biking helped you be a better street rider?
I don't know if dirt biking made me better street ride. I definitely noticed that on my bicycle, I would ride off road and be like chill with things I wouldn't have been otherwise. So, because most of the days I would like before breaking my foot, ride my e-bike around town, just because it was getting hot out.
And we didn't talk about it much, but you like jumped feet first into this trip Scottie put together up there in Downeyville. Right? It was like 3 nights of camping.
You dove in head first.
Yeah. Every which way first off the bike.
You invited me while we were at the I was at the Misfits rally.
That's right. We were at the rally.
And I was like, I don't know how to get there. And you're like, I'll give you a ride. And so I was like, cool. And Jim and Liza, like always, I kind of, I guess, planted the seed of just say yes. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
This is my last year in Santa Cruz. Not going to be able to just hitch rides from everyone. Like, Scottie gave me a ride. Micah's given me a ride to the Sonoma Raceway, and Doug gave me a ride back from Hollister because I broke my foot. So, like, I didn't. I like asked him for a ride, but it was like, yeah. So it is nice to be able to get a ride to places that I don't have to like ride all the way there.
So, like, I'm curious, a little bit off a tangent here, but when you did that camping trip, when we were up there in Downeyville, which is like the Sierras, like 5,000 feet, what did you expect, and how did that trip pan out, like, compared to what you were expecting?
I don't know. I didn't really know what to expect because my only trail dirt riding experience was Hollister Hills before then. So I was guessing, like, probably more of the same thing like that. I didn't really have any plans. I was just following them.
Was it more of the same thing like that?
So yeah, I remember we were riding on the fire roads and being like, oh yeah, this is way like easier than Hollister Hills. Like it's fire roads, so it's wide, and it was not as slippery as Hollister. And then you were like, oh, let's make a turn here. And we crossed past the no trespassing sign and the orange fence. And it immediately got way more difficult. And we were going over like loose rocks and stuff and up steep hills. And yeah.
That was to get down to that mine.
Yeah, the abandoned mine.
Yeah.
Are you trying to justify it now? Like,
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, it got difficult really quickly. But I think the easy fire road stuff was, I mean, like that. I remember Josh came up to me and was like, "You're doing that like really fast." And at the end of the day, he was telling me this, and I was like, "Yeah, that was before I had crashed." So I was still like feeling confident from like, "Oh, I've learned all this stuff at Hollister. I could go do it here now." And then I crashed, and it took a little slower especially after the snow.
Yeah, the snow was hard.
rough.
Yeah.
That always gets people like, yeah, we were in the snow at that trip.
Yeah,
Snow's the
it was
worst.
slippery.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
But you did go up those rocky uphills. You made it to the lookout, right? Where was
The
that?
lookout.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty epic, right? Like, we were, what was that, like 7,000 or 8,000 feet?
It was more than that.
Overlooking the valleys and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we were
That was me just hanging on for dear life, though.
And all this in a year and a half.
Yeah, I guess so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right.
So what does your future look like? Like we look back 10 years from now, what kind of motorcyclist do you want to be? What kind of rides and things do you want to do?
Oh, I don't know. I'm still just being like trying to be patient about like having my foot be broken for these 6 to 12 weeks. So I have no idea.
We could probably mod that boot. I think you could shift.
I think the last time you asked me this same question last time, probably like, I don't know if it was a year ago or not, and I think I said, it was right before the Misfits rally.
Right.
So I just said that hopefully you guys are still having the rally and I'll still be going. But yeah, now that I have gone to the rally, I can confirm that I would in 10 years like to be still going and hopefully not breaking my motorcycle or bones.
Do you have any bikes that you're like really interested, aspirational bikes?
For the longest time, it's like, other than being occasionally frustrated with my bike, like fine with the 250 dual sport bike, especially after riding it on the dirt, because I'm like, oh, this makes so much more sense for why the gears are so close together and all this and that. And yeah, it wasn't until I went to the Vampires rally and I kept trying to go in. My bike has 6 gears, and I kept trying to go into 7th gear.
Once you go that fast.
Yeah.
Whatever the number of gears you have, you're always trying to get one more.
Wait,
yeah, and
was this on the way there on the road?
Yeah, on the street.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, I see what there's like. Everyone kept asking, "What's gonna be your next bike? What's gonna be your next bike?" Is like my first bike.
You're like a seven gear bike.
So besides like a 7 gear, it's mostly that on my bike the gears are really close together. I think at the manual it says to downshift from 6th to 5th at 35 miles an hour. So it's like we'll stop and I'm just like going through all the gears and then we'll start going again. And the Vampires, they accelerate really fast. So I'm just like going through all the gears one after another. It's like, it's a lot. So maybe a street bike that's the thing, because I was thinking about it a little bit because I didn't even cross my mind to sell my KLX until my mom mentioned it. I was like, a street bike might make more sense if I'm living further away from Santa Cruz, because I rode my dual sport once from Santa Cruz to my mom's house, 2.5 hours north by car. And it took me, I think, from start to finish 6 hours. It was last summer. I took an hour-long lunch break in San Francisco to wait out the rain, since I also did not check the weather before going. It was kind of an impulse, like, I don't want to, because I had left my bike in Santa Cruz for the summer. And so I was like, I want it back where I'll be for the summer. And just like, it took me a long time, because I was also not comfortable with the highways back last year.
Yeah.
So.
What about a Scottie Husqvarna? Was it the 401 or this? I know you have the 701. What's the slight? You used to have the Viptilian,
350
right?
and
the trouble from my perspective is not just that they're tall, but that the service intervals are so short.
I didn't think they were tall. Yeah. Okay.
Well, you're also taller than me. I have my bike lowered. And so
I think it would be a really interesting thing to try to find the next best right bike, like a next like medium size,
like a Himalayan, maybe?
KLX 300.
Yeah, KLX 300. I think that's it.
You already know.
I don't know.
Might be a really interesting.
Yeah, because it's lower to the ground, but it's
4 billion pounds.
For me, it's not the...
Are they
compared to a KLX 250?
Like, unless I'm doing a Vampires ride, it's like not the power that is an issue for me. It's the fact that if I'm going over 45 miles an hour for like anything more than 20 minutes, my hands fall asleep from the vibrations.
Oh, yeah.
And also, like, you guys were talking about like sitting on your bikes being a problem. Like, yeah, my it'll just be like completely vibrated numb after riding.
Yeah, dirt bikes, stock dirt bike seats are not.
It's not even stock. I think it's like a seat concept too, and so it's just like it just the whole bike. Like my feet will fall asleep too.
Those bikes work hard on the freeway.
Especially it's super buzzy when you're riding on like highway speeds. Yeah.
So we never asked Bagel what he's got going on and coming up.
Yeah, you got any more rallies coming up soon, Bagel?
Honestly, I don't know how much more I have coming up. I have a lot of personal stuff that's going to be coming up in the next couple months. There is my local scooter club is holding our late summer rally, Run from the Sun, at the end of August. But I am going to be out of town, so I will not be here for it, unfortunately. The one other event that I might go to that I'm hoping I could get to is in October down in Sacramento. The Burgundy Top Scooter Club is having their 40th anniversary celebration. And I would love to go down there for that. It's going to depend on how things work out with kind of all the personal stuff going on this summer. But fingers crossed I can get down there for that.
What's the date for the Burgundy Top's 40th?
That is October 23rd and 24th, that weekend.
That scooter stuff gets crazy, I hear.
Yeah, they're nuts.
It can at times, you know. It all depends. But yeah, we like to cut loose.
Well, great. Sophia, you've been such a blessing to this group here. And just having you around has been just phenomenal. So we wish you well in this next season. You're always a misfit. You're always part of us.
Cool. And I'll plan to visit as much as I can. So I don't know how often that'll be, but.
Well, you're on the camping trip thread, so.
Yeah.
Cool.
If we don't see you here, we'll see you in the mountains of the desert.
Rally next year too, maybe?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I still have to figure out the whole transporting the motorcycle thing since, it is, especially on my bike, and also like the risk of getting injured, getting home afterwards or getting there is just
there's
easier to be a passenger sometimes.
Yeah.
Just have that intention. It'll work itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's been good catching up with everybody.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been hanging out like this.
Good to see you all.
Yeah, we miss Liza. We hope she gets back soon.
I gotta say, I am actually looking forward to hearing Liza's stories when she comes back. I mean,
a lot of
that trip across the country is just nuts. Like I told you, I rode to Fallon. It was like 6 hours, whatever many miles. I was done. I'm like, good, one day, few hundred miles. I don't need to go anymore tomorrow. You know,
3 days in a row.
Oh my God, what they do, and Bagel, you two obviously, is just so impressive to me.
Yeah,
I mean, I've done some long rides, but 23 days in a row is a lot.
Were you driving circles half the time?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm like hauling long distance.
No, I just meant Liza like spelling all the letters and the numbers.
Well, they are. Yeah, they're doing all kinds of crazy shapes out there across the country.
Well, that's the part that I think would be personally challenging because that sounds absolutely soul crushing to have to do something in a circle
with humidity.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be, but you know, if you keep it fun and you find things along the way that make it worth it, you know, it's an adventure and you just enjoy it for the journey that it is.
And I'd be so afraid of getting lost and messing up the route, drawing some random stuff.
Oh, yeah, darn it, that was a cue. Oh,
dang it.
Well,
we're in 2025. How did we do that? Yeah. Oh, no.
Well, we want to shout out to all of our listeners. I know it's been a little bit irregular this summer with the different podcasts coming in and things like that. So thanks for hanging with us. And we got a lot going on. And it's just, we're all going in different directions. So thanks for keeping up. And, you know, I think we'll be back to normal pretty soon. I know Miss Emma will be back soon.
Yeah. Well, except Liza. I think she's on the go
she might
for
never
like another
come
couple of... She may never come home. She may be a gypsy of the road at this point.
But that's a good point, is if anybody out there is interested in going to any of these events or figuring out what our plan is, send an email to motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com.
Yeah, and if there's anything you're particularly looking forward to that you want to highlight,
we'd love to hear about it.
Exactly.
All right.
And just giving up for our Patreon subscribers. Thanks for supporting us and all the work that we're doing. They're the best. And like Scottie said, if you want to reach out to us, you can email at motorcyclesandmisfits@gmail.com. And check us out on Facebook. Make sure you're Facebook friends with Liza. You'll get a lot of updates from her off her Facebook thing. And so it sounds like we're out.
Yeah, I think so.
Podcast. So we'll do what we normally do. So.
Okay. This is Sofia.
This is Scottie.
Make a gym, son.
Jake 2.0.
Bagel.
There it is. And this is Stumpy John. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Right on.
Cool.